Welcome to VU Academy. Let's study about the urinary system. The urinary system is also called as the renal system. So, it's responsible for filtering the blood, removing the waste products, maintaining the body fluids and maintaining the electrolyte balance. So, it consists of several organs that work together to produce, store and for the elimination of the urine. Now, let's see what's the location of the human kidneys. The kidneys are located in the retroperitoneal space of the abdomen, meaning that it lies behind the peritoneal cavity. Let's see what is the specific location of our kidneys. The kidneys are lies on either side of the spine. It means it extends from the T12, it means the 12th thoracic vertebra up to the 3rd lumbar vertebra. According to the picture, you all can see that our right kidney is slightly lower than the left kidney. It is due to the presence of the liver above it. So, in the picture, you all can see what are the parts of our urinary system. There are two kidneys, as the right kidney and the left kidney, as well as there are two ureters, right side and for the left side. After that, there is a urinary bladder and there is a urethra. Let's study about our kidney. So, at the top of the kidney, there's a specific gland. It's called as the adrenal gland. Then, the outer part, there is a fibrous connective tissue layer which surrounds the kidney. So, it provides protection against the trauma and infection. So, beneath the renal capsule or the fibrous tissue, there is a perirenal fat. So, it is a layer of the fat that surrounds the renal capsule by providing cushion and insulation. After that, there is a pinkish color area. It's called as the renal fascia. So, this renal fascia is a thin connective tissue layer that anchors the kidney to surrounding structures. So, in the second picture, you all can see that a hilum. The hilum is a concave notch on the kidney's medial side. On the kidney's medial side, where the renal artery, renal vein and the ureter enters and exits. Then, let's go towards the internal structure of the kidney. So, the kidney consists of three main regions, including the renal cortex, renal medulla and the renal pelvis. The black color highlighted parts indicate these regions. Now, let's go for the renal cortex. The renal cortex is the outermost region. So, this renal cortex contains the glomeruli, proximal and distal convoluted tubules of our nephrons. So, this is responsible for filtration and for the initial stage of the urine formation. So, this renal cortex is appearing with the reddish brown color due to the rich blood supply. Then the renal medulla. The renal medulla is the inner region of the renal cortex. So, this renal medulla is consisting with the renal pyramids. You all can see that the triangular structures in the renal medulla, which are made up of the collecting ducts and the loop of Henle. So, the renal columns separates the pyramids. The function of this renal medulla is concentrating the urine by controlling the water and the salt reabsorption. The next region of the kidney is the renal pelvis. The renal pelvis is a funnel-shaped cavity that collects the urine from the renal pyramids, and the urine is drains into the ureter from this renal pelvis. So it contains the major calyx and minor calyx, which collects the urine from the papillae. It means the tips of the renal pyramids. Now, let's study about the microscopic structure of the kidney. It means the nephron. The nephron is the functional unit of the kidney where the filtration, reabsorption and the secretion occur. So, each kidney contains about 1 million nephrons. Here, according to the picture, you all can see that the parts of the nephron are glomerulus. The glomerulus is situated inside the Bowman's capsule, and the Bowman capsule is connected to the proximal convoluted tubule, then the loop of Henle, after that the distal convoluted tubule, and the terminal part is the collecting duct. So, according to the picture, we study the glomerulus first. It is a network of capillaries that filters the blood, and it is surrounded by the Bowman capsule which collect these filtrate. Then the connecting part of the Bowman capsule is the proximal convoluted tubule. So, this proximal convoluted tubule is located in the cortex. It helps to reabsorb the water, glucose, amino acid and electrolytes back into the blood. Then the next part is the loop of Henle. This loop of Henle has two main parts, the descending limb and the ascending limb. You all can see that clearly from the picture. So, the descending limb is permeable to water, allowing for the water reabsorption, while the ascending limb is impermeable to water, but it's actively reabsorb the sodium and the chloride. The other part is the distal convoluted tubule. It's located in our cortex, so it regulates the pH, potassium, sodium and the calcium levels in our blood. So, the final part of the nephron is the collecting duct. So, this collecting duct collects the urine from multiple nephrons, and it's controlled by the antidiuretic hormone, ADH hormone, which regulates the water reabsorption. From this picture itself, we will study about the physiology of the urinary system. So, we will study regarding the urine formation. The urine formation is occur in three processes. The first one is the glomerular filtration, second one is the tubular reabsorption, and third one is the tubular secretion. In the glomerular filtration occurs in the glomerulus, and the blood pressure forces water, salt and waste into the Bowman capsules, forming a filtrate. Then in the tubular reabsorption, the nephron tubules like proximal convoluted tubule reabsorb the essential water, nutrients and ions back into the bloodstream. The third stage is the tubular secretion. In here, the additional waste substances like hydrogen ions, toxins and drugs are secreted into the nephron for excretion. Mainly the tubular secretion occurs in the distal convoluted tubule and in the collecting duct. Next, we will study about the blood supply to the kidney. Normally, the kidney receives about 20 to 25% of the cardiac output. So, in here, the oxygenated blood is supplied into the kidney by renal artery. So, renal artery is a branch of the abdominal aorta. Then it is divided into segmental arteries. So, according to the picture, you all can see a superior segmental artery and the inferior segmental artery. So, from those segmental arteries, they supply the blood to different regions of the kidney. Then these segmental arteries are further divided into interlobar arteries. These interlobar arteries run between the renal pyramids. Then further for interlobular arteries and supply the nephron. There you all can see the arcuate arteries. These arcuate arteries lies in the arch over the base of the renal pyramids. Then in the second picture, likewise from the arcuate veins and interlobar veins, it drains the deoxygenated blood within the kidney to the renal vein. So this renal vein drains the filtered blood into the inferior vena cava. Let's study about the nerve supply of the kidney. From the renal plexus, they supply the nerve innervation for the kidney. The renal plexus is a part of our autonomic nerve system. Then from the sympathetic nerves, it controls the blood flow and the urine production. The lymphatic drainage of the kidney. The lymphatic vessels from the kidney drains into the lumbar lymph nodes. Now we will study about the functions of the urinary system. The first innermost function is the excretion. In here it removes the waste products like urea and creatinine. Then regulation, it maintains the body fluid, electrolytes and acid-base balance. The third one is hormone production. It produces the erythropoietin hormone which helps for the production of red blood cells and renin, which helps for the control of the blood pressure. After that, filtration and reabsorption. It ensures the essential nutrients remain in the body while removing the excess substances. Let's see some MCQs regarding the urinary system. First question is, what is the primary function of the urinary system? A. Respiratory exchange. B. Filtration of the blood. C. Digestion of the nutrients. D. Regulation of the body temperature. The correct answer is B. Filtration of the blood. The second question is, in which part of the urinary system does urine production begins? A. Bladder. B. Ureter. C. Kidneys. D. Urethra. The correct answer is C. Kidney. The third question is, where are the kidneys typically located in the human body? Above the peritoneum, in front of the vertebral column, behind the liver, below the lumbar vertebra. The correct answer is B, in front of the vertebral column. Fourth question, what is the functional unit of the kidneys responsible for urine formation? The correct answer is B, nephron. The fifth question, what hormone regulates the water reabsorption in the kidney tubules? A. Insulin. B. Thyroxine. C. ADH. D. Estrogen. The correct answer is C. ADH. 6.1. What's the average capacity of the urinary bladder? A. 100 to 200 milliliter. B. 300 to 400 milliliter. C. 500 to 600 milliliter. D. 700 to 800 milliliter. Correct answer is D. 700 to 800 milliliter. The seventh question, what is the primary function of the detrusor muscle in the bladder? Filtration, contraction and relaxation, reabsorption, secretion. The correct answer is contraction and the relaxation. 8 1. Which of the following substance is normally absent in the urine? A. Sodium, B. Urea, C. Glucose, D. Creatinine. The correct answer is C. Glucose. Now let's move on to the ninth question. What is the which of the following hormone is produced by the kidneys that stimulate the red blood cell production? So the correct answer is C. Erythropoietin. The 10th one. What is the main function of the renal pelvis? A. Filtration of the blood. B. Storage of urine. C. Transport of urine to the bladder. D. Reabsorption of water. The correct answer is transport of urine to the blood. Thanks for watching.